Back on the putting green is Paddy's putting special. Obviously we've moved a little further away from the hole, and just for television we've left the flagstick in the hole. We know you couldn't do that. That's just to make it easier for the players at home to see. Reading greens, it's really important, isn't it?
Good putting starts with good green reading. I have to say, when I see somebody who's a chronically bad putter, you know, to the extent that they close to having the yips, it's all started from them underbarrowing. So if you underbarrow, it requires a huge amount of manipulation to get it online. If you overbarrow, and bear in mind that amateurs tend to underread the greens by a factor of 3 compared to pros, if you overbarrow, you're going to hit a good putt, a good stroke. Yes, you may miss a few putts high, but it's certainly better for your confidence and better for your stroke. So if anything, always give it a little bit more break. But how do we actually get the exact read? First and foremost, easiest thing when it comes to reading the greens, it's the colour. So as I stand here, I'm looking at this putt. The first sort of 15 feet, it's dark green. Anything that's lush and dark green is going to be slow and uphill. At the top of the hill there, it kind of mixes the colour. So we're going to suggest that's kind of flat where it's mixing. And then we see this pale colour for the last 20 feet. Again, in life, anything that's shiny is fast. It's slippery. So I know I'm going uphill, levels out, and then downhill. Now, if I walk around, those colours will change. And I'll know if I turn to the right here and I look back up, if I see it's dark, that means it's uphill, so it'd be left to right coming across here. So your colours, use your colours.
So once you've identified the colours, the dark and the light, what comes next?
Golf ball's on the ground. I walk up. I'm seeing the colours naturally myself. I don't even have to work at it. I mark it. To save time, as I mark it, I just walk up straight behind it, put the putter down. Careful not to hit the coin because you can't touch the coin. Okay, that feels about 20 inches left. When it's my turn to play, I'll put the ball down. I don't really need to look from the other side. Walk back. I'm trying to see my 20 inches. I might add a little, I might take a little away, but general, I'm going to stick to more or less what I felt. Come back, I have a couple of practice strokes, obviously. Again, the key here is my practice strokes are very realistic. I'm not taking this, I'm hitting a 35-foot putt here. I'm not going like this to hit it. I'm actually taking, that will get me to the hole. Little bit slow up the hill. Yeah, that feels good. That feels good. When I put the putter down, this is the key to holding putts. I'm never standing over this ball saying, I've got to be up. And I'm never standing over this ball saying, if it was a downhiller, oh, don't hit it by. I've already dialed that in here. That's all covered in my, and I don't wish and wash through. I actually take real practice strokes. That's covered. No more conscious thought. Look at my target.
Well, you'd be very happy with that for the most part, wouldn't you? I'd be very comfortable with
that, stone dead. But there is one thing, and it's for short putts. So every time you hit, and it's particularly evident down here in Florida, but you'll see that nearly on all golf courses you gain experience. So now I've put it up here, say I've got a 3-footer. All 3-footers are not straight, okay? Unfortunately, that's what amateurs tend to think. I can hit it firm and straight, but ultimately if there's a break, there's a break. Now what you'll see on a cup is every cup, especially in Florida, a little bit when you get up north, more sunshine, the low side of the cup starts to fray by the end of the day. It actually frays pretty early on. And as you can see here, if you can see, it's all starting to break down here. It will turn brown, it will be burnt out by the end of the day. I know that's where the biggest bit of wear and tear is. So that's the lowest point. So everything is breaking to that point there, right down there. So essentially, without me bending down here, if that's the low point, I know I've got to aim a little bit to the left. So instead of trying to blast it in straight, I'm going to hit it left half. And again, if I aim straight, yes, I could knock it in from there, but sometimes it requires a bit of manipulation. And that's where all this sort of heebie-jeebies come from.
That is going to help a lot of people read greens, a subject they find very difficult.